So let's talk about reinvention and what Amex is doing to reinvent itself right now in this landscape.
The first thing when you're working with a brand that's 161 years old is to understand what doesn't change. And you know, the American Express brand was founded on principles like trust, security, service. And what's interesting is in today's landscape, the digital landscape, the digital wallet, payments landscape, those attributes are as relevant today as they ever were. I mean, what are the people most thinking about and most concerned with? Well, can I trust this?
If not more
entity?
so.
Right?
Yeah.
Can I trust it? Will there be service? What will happen to me if I have a problem? So the tenets of American Express make all the sense in the world. The reinvention is what we do for people, how we serve them. You know, we're serving people on Twitter today. We're serving people with digital payment capabilities and things like that.
To that point, I know you've been very involved in social media initiatives and you've tried new things. How do you sort of look at social and emerging and digital and mobile media vis-a-vis traditional media, and how do you sort of determine where to make investment in each?
First of all, the landscape is shifting as we speak. So, you know, nothing is firm. We're looking at, you know, new ideas, new places. When we look at the digital revolution, the latest phase of the digital revolution is the social media space.
Sure.
And we, first of all, want to do business where our customers are. And people are spending a lot more time in the digital space and certainly in the social media space. So we have to be there if we're going to be engaging people, whether they're prospects or customers. So we first base our judgment on where our customers, where our prospects spending their time. Then once we understand that, we start to work with some of the unique dynamics of that space.
So what's an example of how you're sort of expanding the service and the access and building engagement with the brand?
Well, one of the digital ways we're doing that is a program we call Unstaged. And it is a digital, basically it's taking a show and allowing it to be viewed from a digital standpoint. And we started with a show with Alicia Keys about 1.5 years ago. We've covered a number of bands, Arcade Fire, we did Duran Duran recently. And with these shows, we bring in also a named director who will just add a little more visual value to the show. So, you know, with Duran Duran, we had David Lynch. We had so each show has an interesting play from that standpoint as well. And we're getting up to 7 million live streams for one of these shows, and it's really allowed us to better understand the digital world. We're doing this in partnership with Vivo and YouTube. And so each of these shows, we've done I think 7 of them so far, have been viewed live worldwide. And that was the other surprise for us. We're getting a global audience for each of these shows. We opened this up to non-card members as well, so they can sample what it's like to be part of American Express.
And as far as all your efforts with regard to social giving and charitable causes and things like that, again, how do you sort of vet the opportunities that are out there to you? How do you make those choices that you feel are the best fit for the brand?
We're living in a world where the consuming world has more and more control over the media they choose to engage with the brands they choose to engage with. So if you look at something like Members Project, where we have given our card members the opportunity to tell us how they want us to engage in the community, what are the things they want us to support, and really get them involved and let them, including just donations, but there's a voluntary part of it as well where they can volunteer and support things, and we will support them with things like membership rewards points as to reward them for their contribution of time to certain charities.
Moving into 2012, what can we expect to see from American Express?
Some more experimentation in the digital space. You know that we launched some new things in 2011, like the Foursquare capabilities and also the Facebook link like love. You'll see more things like that coming from us. We'll still continue to be in the traditional spaces as well. You know, we're still a television advertiser. We still
TV is still viable for you as a medium?
Yeah, it's a great way to get a message out to a lot of people very quickly and effectively. So you'll see us still play in those spaces. We do things a little differently. but we still very much play there, and then you'll continue to see us experiment and try new things, new products, new messages in the digital space as well. And I think it's going to be a continuation of what you've seen from us over the past decade.